Start recording. Let's see if things work better this time. You guys are once again going to need to tell me how things are working out. If there's any latency issues, if there's any frames dropping. And I need to turn off the audio on my laptop. Alright, this is PSX Quest. My goal to beat every single PlayStation 1 game that was released in North America. All 1,278 of them. It was inspired by NES Mania, done by the Mexican runner, who went out of his way to beat all 714 licensed NES games. It seemed like an interesting challenge that I wanted to take a stab at. I tried it on YouTube, and I guess I kind of failed at that. For a variety of reasons, but I think that putting this on Twitch is going to be a lot more conducive to actually getting through this. We're actually going to start with Rascal, released in 1998. Why? Because people say that it's one of the worst PlayStation 1 games of all time, so start from the bottom and work your way up. This time around, I'm going to be more interested in the story, but Rascal doesn't have much of a story. There's also a timer, so I can keep track of how long this is actually taking me. I am using an emulator, BizHawk. I used PSXE before, for most of the PlayStation recordings I've done, but the problem is OBS does not capture it like it captures this one, even though this one has very weird aspect ratios. So I'm going to stop the timer. We're going to restart it. And 3, 2, 1, let us begin with PSX Quest. I'll put that down. And, so, tell me how it's running this time. We did I guess a test stream, but I was dropping frames apparently. So, you guys are gonna have to tell me if things are working properly. I want to make sure the recording is working as well as it can be. One thing you have to know about Rascal is that it has tank controls. It's a 3D platformer with tank controls. Oh, that is excellent. The goal on each level is to find 6 pieces of an hourglass. Nothing about the in-game actually tells you about this. You have to figure this out yourself unless you have the manual, like it's an NES game or something. Now, I've watched a lot of reviews about this game. A lot of them get things that are, like, factually wrong. Like, this game is definitely bad, but I feel that it has been a bit overhated. Like, some reviews say that the graphics in this game are bad or, like, worse than Bubsy 3D. And, I mean, like, that's no. I could tell what everything in this game is supposed to be. This game actually looks really good for a PlayStation 1 game. I mean, it controls like ass, but it looks good. And it runs at 60 frames a second. So I'm not really going to try speedrunning this game, but I have beaten it multiple times. But yeah, a lot of people get weird facts about this game wrong. Like, the IGN review, for instance. It says that there are 6 levels in this game, which is... No, there are 5 levels. Also, there really is no reason to go down this road. Like, pretty much every review makes a big deal about the dragon that we're going to be facing. You don't have to kill the dragon. Which a lot of people make fun of, but that's probably a good thing. Like, the dragon isn't meant to be fought. You go this way, through this maze, and into the dragon's room. The reason that this dragon is in here is because it's guarding this extra life. Also, if you're playing this game, I highly recommend playing with the analog controls. For some reason, in most games that allow analog support, BizHawk doesn't recognize them. I mean, the analog stick works in games like Spyro 2 or Ape Escape, but it doesn't work here, even though Rascal is a game that is supposed to recognize analog. So yeah, I just went this way to get the extra life. Thank you, Twitch, for telling me that I am completing achievements. That's exactly what I want to see right now. But yeah, I am completely new to Twitch. I've done Twitch like once before a long time ago. But I'm pretty sure the website's like completely different since the last time I did it. Enemies just spawn out of nowhere. Why? I don't know. Considering there's over 1,200 games to go, I am definitely looking for requests of what to tackle. If it's up to me, I'm probably just going to be playing 3D platformers back to back to back. 3D platformers are my favorite genre, which is probably one of the reasons why I decided to choose the PlayStation over other consoles like the Super Nintendo. For trying to complete every single game in the series. Or, the console. Come on. So yeah, in combat in this game, the best thing to do is to just back up while you're shooting. It makes everything so much more bearable. Or what you could do is stand on objects, considering the big guys won't hit you. And you have to pretty much kill every single big guy in the game, because many of them are holding pieces of the hourglass. You can't let them live. Ah! God damn it. Yeah, sometimes in this game, water kills you. Sometimes Rascal is able to swim. The water that you're not able to swim in has, like, fish in it. Like, if you look closely, you can see some swimming fish. That means you're not allowed to go in the water without getting hit. It's very not conveyed well enough. Those fish can be hard to see sometimes. Yeah, I can't believe I lost a life here at level 1. If you get a game over in this game, you get booted back to the title screen. And there are only a finite amount of lives available. There's like no 100 coins thing. There's no way to get extra lives on demand. The only lives you get are lives you find. See, if I can't back up, the best way to take care of her is to stand on a table. Also, most of the enemies are pacifists until Rascal starts wailing on them. His character design was made by Jim Henson's Creature Shop of all places, which is weird. I mean, obviously Jim Henson's Creature Shop is very, very talented. I have no idea why they made something that's very stereotypical of the late 90s. Like, I mean, everyone makes fun of Rascal's appearance. He looks like not a stereotypical 90s kid, but a kid that a stereotypical 90s kid would make fun of. Now, I've beaten this game multiple times before. Don't ask me why, I just did. This game kind of fascinates me. So this door right here drove me crazy the first time I played this game because it's hidden. It's a door on the same wall. And it looks like it would go into the same room that you just left. But no, this is a room you have to go into. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely a rocket power kid. Yeah. Like, this game is probably the most 90s thing in history. I mean, one of the developers of the game posted a video about, like, the tech demo, and from what it looked like, originally the guy was going to have, like, different costumes depending on the era, you know, kind of like Gex, which would have been much, much better. I don't know why they changed it. Maybe it's the same reason they went with tank controls. It's because it's what the publisher wanted. And yes, if I haven't mentioned, this game has tank controls, and the camera is not movable. I mean, sometimes the L2 and the R2 button, or the L1 and the L2 button, the shoulder buttons, sometimes move the camera. Sometimes, like here, that's what they do. And that is the only control of the camera that you get. So, you get all the pieces of the hourglass, and boom. Level 1 completed. Speaking of reviews of this game, I've seen a lot of them that don't even really bother getting past level 1. Now, let's go in here, and I have to really hope that a glitch isn't happening. Sometimes when you try to save in Rascal, it'll tell you that there's no controller plugged in. You want to save after every single level, like I said. Just not saving, and if you get a game over, it's back to the main menu. So, something else that this game never, ever tells you about is that you have to go into each of these levels 3 times. It just gives you the key to the next level, and it makes it seem like that's where you gotta go, but no. You go through each of these 5 environments in the past, present, and future. So, in the past, the Castle Hack-A-Lot was just a castle. In the present, it's a museum that puts bread on display. I don't know why, but it does. And now we have security dogs, I guess. Ah, no, I don't. You also want to get as much health as possible. The bubble gun definitely has limited ammunition. You know, this thing that you fire. When it's all out, your bubbles, they kind of get weaker, I think. I've never really noticed it. Like, if the gun is empty, it still seems to work just as well as it's supposed to. Alright. Also, this game has water levels and swimming, so we need to jump blindly into the center here. You have limited air, and for some reason 2 oxygen meters. I don't know why you have 2 oxygen meters, but you do. You're going through these tunnels that look absolutely nothing like they did before, to find lost pieces of the hourglass. Before Rascal runs out of air. No, nothing that way. The swimming controls are... Cat Icarus describes it, they're like ice physics underwater. The weirdest thing, though, is that Rascal is apparently a synchronized swimmer, and you can do backflips underwater. I've never seen another game do this before. And pieces of the wall seem to be missing. Alright, we still need to get that piece of the hourglass. Why is the character in the game's name Rascal? I don't think that's his name. I think his name is Callum. I actually own a physical copy of this game, and I've got the manual somewhere, and I do believe his name is Callum. Which, I guess Rascal is definitely a better name. Go through the door. Yeah, here's the room that had the dragon, and there's the hourglass piece. Go. Go, go, go. And we just get out of here. Yeah, you can stomp on these little enemies to get rid of them, but sometimes they drop things that hurt you. That skull right there. These two doors look exactly the same. Why is the game called Rascal? I have no idea. Maybe that's because he is a rascal. I guess so much of this game, I don't know why they did what they did. Like, the game definitely has good ideas, like visiting places from past, present, and future. That's an amazing idea. It's too bad that it was wasted on this game. Oh, hello, security guard. I guess this is why Rascal is called Rascal. He murders innocent security guards. The manual says that they're servants from Chronon, the guy who looks like you took Jafar's head and stuck it on an hourglass, or on a grandfather clock. But I don't believe the manual. Alright. These animatronic guys are the easiest thing in the game to attack because they completely ignore you. Oh yeah, just get out of the way. Ah, goddammit. If you want to play this game for whatever reason, you gotta, I guess, memorize the layout of the room and visualize things that you can't really see. I have no idea which direction I have to go now, but Let's see. I believe this way leads to the basement. Yep, the basement. Got the blue key, you can go in. There is nothing in... Oh, there's a door that I couldn't see because it's in too much darkness. Great lighting engine, guys. I mean, there obviously was a lot of effort put into this game. Hello, Wumbo. Yeah, there was definitely a lot of effort put into this game, but it was all in the wrong areas. Like, each of these rooms has a lot of unique assets. They've all got personality, but it was time that was probably better spent putting into the camera and controls. And also the level design. Like, if you're able to get past the controls and camera, this game is actually absurdly easy. Like, insultingly easy and insultingly short. That's probably the saddest thing about this game. If it was, you know, functional, it would probably be considered the Order 1886 of the 90s. Where it's all flash, no substance. Chain of... I think you mean Forbidden Memories, not Chain of Memories. That's a Kingdom Hearts game. And, yes, I am. I don't mind it. There was only 10 games. Actually, I don't know if the Lightspan games count. I'm using a YouTube video for reference of how many games there are, and it says that there are 1,278 games released in the United States, which is less than the about 100 less than I thought. So I don't know if Creative Isle counts. But all the other ones, yeah. And I guess that does lead to a question. Should we keep the 100% rule? Should I beat every single game to 100%? Or is just beating it going to be enough? This game, it doesn't matter. There's no extra collectibles or anything. Order 1886, why is my stream chat not going... It's every single licensed game. Okay, I have no idea why the stream chat isn't... There we go. There we go. That's better. Yes, it does include ports. The arcade ports. There are plenty of them on the PS1. Alright. Let's go save. Alright. Just beating it then. That'll make my job significantly easier. Although there are definitely some times where I'm going to choose to 100% complete it, like with the Spyro and maybe even the Crash games. But yeah, the arcade ports I will be doing as well. So now we get to beat the first boss. The bosses in this game are a joke. I should say boss, just one boss. Considering you fight this guy a million times. Order 1886 was a game that was praised for its graphical fidelity, but it was really short and had like no actual content. I think it was one of the early titles for the PS4. I mean, the game looked absolutely beautiful, but it was like 2 hours long, I think. Something ridiculous like that. It's really a shame that for the future levels you have to fight the same boss 5 different times, because it'd be really, really fun to explore these areas in the future, like after the apocalypse. Alright, I won't torture myself with games like Yu-Gi-Oh! That take 100%, or take hours and hours, 100%. Even though there's some times where I can't really get away with that, considering there are games like Jigsaw Madness, which there is no beating it except completing all of the puzzles. There's no end credits or anything. I mean, even just beating Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is probably torture in and of itself. Alright, we got the blue key, right? Yeah. Oh boy, the Aztec levels! Said no one ever. I gotta say, any track in this game that's not Castle Hackalot's past music sounds pretty good. The game really does have a nice soundtrack. I mean, it doesn't really do theming very well, but it's pretty good. Although the Aztec levels are kind of subdued in that regards. You know, the triangle button in this game does absolutely nothing. A look around button would probably be quite appreciated. You know, what the triangle button usually is. Oh, hello. They hit the red key for me. We're gonna need that. How many times did you play Rascal? Yeah, I did lose. So far, I've played through this game, beginning to end, 3 times at least. I don't know why. What's this game about, story-wise? Callum's uncle, I think. Some professor guy he's related to has been kidnapped by Cronon, who is a bad guy. And you have to collect the piece of the hourglass to save him because he's an advisor to NATO. And, that's the story. Yeah, some villain guy steals, or tries to steal the time machine or something. Also, the beginning cutscene has, like, aliens chasing Rascal. They never make an appearance anywhere in the game. Like, anywhere. It's a very much an excuse plot, which I don't mind, but the problem is the plot that it's excusing, or the game that it's excusing, is shit. Seriously, in any creative project, make sure you get down the nuts and bolts before you start doing things like figuring out how to make the game run 60 frames per second. I would much rather a 30 frame per second game if it, you know, worked. What is that? Oh, the blue key. Oh, there's a slide here. We're going to avoid that. The slides in this game are the worst. Like, people hate slide missions and levels in good games. Imagine how bad they are in a bad game. Ah, screw you. What consoles do I have? I do own an actual PlayStation. I have several Super Nintendos. I have an N64, PlayStation 2. I think there's a Wii somewhere around. I have a 3DS and a 3DS XL. I have a lot. I'm a retro game collector. So I don't know exactly what I have. Also, Rascal has a ground pound, but it's not useful. Like, just jumping on something has the same effect. I don't know if that was intentional or whatever, but yeah. Oh, secret area. Well, yeah, Super Mario 64 is a game that gets things right, where many others do not. Ah, no. No! I'm talking about the slides in Spyro 3. People tend to hate those. Ah! When you turn, you kind of walk forward, and sometimes you walk forward a little bit more than you want to. Remember, extra lives are worth dying for. Oh yeah, this could easily be a Crash Bandicoot level, even though this is South America, not Australia. If I could pick one current-gen console, probably the Switch. The Switch is the only one that I'm really thinking about getting. It's just, you know, expensive. Retro consoles, not too expensive. Most of the time. But a new one costs about 5 times as much. Go, 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 go. Hit all the switches. Ah, go up. Now go down. Let's see. Air bubble. My God. Yeah, I heard Odyssey is like the greatest Mario game of all time. I have no idea if people walk around with stuff that's casually related to the game that they're in. Oh, the swimming is far worse than it was in Banjo-Kazooie here. Banjo-Kazooie, you could at least control where you're going. Like, this legitimately feels like there's ice physics under the water. I was just in here. It is so easy to get turned around in this game. Which is weird, because it actually has a map feature. And this is what the map looks like. It's basically, this level is basically a straight line. Oh yay, the lava. That was lucky. Ah! Okay. Wait, why is the door locked? Ah, stupid fucking camera. I want to see... Alright, I know what to do. Yeah, the lava... yeah, that doesn't look like lava at all. It looks way too tiled. Even though the lava looks better in the castle level for some reason. Alright. We can skip that room by going in this room. Ah, give me the heart. I need the heart. I don't want to die. You gotta switch which games we'll be getting. Well, Odyssey, Zelda, you know, the big contenders at the very least. I probably also would want to get Stardew Valley on the Switch. I don't know, I'd have to really look into the library. Maybe hit some of the ones that aren't well known. Cheese pizza. No, the Sonic R team worked on this game. At least the lead developer did. No, I don't really want Pokemon Let's Go Eevee or Pikachu. Like, people say it's too easy, and that would kind of turn me off of a Pokemon game. Yeah, Crash Insane Trilogy would probably be good, and the Spyro remake when it finally comes to Switch. Did you play Splatoon 2 or Smash Ultimate? I'd probably go with I don't know. Not really too into either of those franchises. Well, I haven't got a chance to play Splatoon at all, considering I haven't had a Splatoon console. So I guess that would be fun to check out. Also, yes, there's a giant beanstalk in an ancient Aztec temple. Oh, look at this. This looks like right. Yeah, that's exactly the way the game should be. Yep. There we go. And the yellow key. Opinions on Fortnite? I don't get yeah, Sunflower. I don't get the extreme hatred or the extreme love for Fortnite. It's a sunflower on top of a beanstalk. Oh god, I hate this. 2 hits by these boulders, you're dead. And it's so hard to goddamn climb. Ah, no. Come on. Fight it. Don't you know the ancient Aztecs were renowned for their famous gardening skills? Yay, the yellow key. Wonky time stuff indeed. What are your thoughts on Metroid and Sonic? I probably need to get more into those series than I already am. I'm very out of my element when talking about them. Now, the ancient Aztec temple has become a sawmill in the modern age because apparently Rascal wants to have a environmental message. Yeah, I mean, like, even in terms of Pokemon, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, I hear it's even easy in that regard. Oh yeah, I hear the Metroid Prime games are really great, and Super Metroid. Like, I know which Metroids are really, really good. Ah, come on. Favorite Pokemon generation? Probably 6, considering it has the remake of Generation 3, which is my other favorite. Okay, I gotta get... Metroid Prime Trilogy, I will definitely check that out. Oh yeah, this is just what I need, a Frogger thing. If I'm gonna do a Nuzlocke, it's probably gonna be with a different generation, like the first or second or third. This part is just awful. Also, this looks like a door, doesn't it? But no, it's just nothing. They couldn't have put a fence there. It's just, you can't go there because why not? And there's a cobra that will kill you. Ah, get out of the water. Come on, what? Why does it take so long for these logs to go through? Like, is that necessary? To make the player wait this long? I am almost dead. I am dead. Alright, we got the goddamn yellow key. Oh, yay. Here's one of the god-awful sliding sections. This one is probably the worst in the game, considering you can't tell what can hurt you. But they're easy to cheat by basically swinging yourself as it goes around the axis. So you get too high to be hit by anything in the environment. If the game's gonna be cheap to me, I'm gonna be cheap right back. Oh, this part. Push the button, get in the water. And you could just swim right out of the closed gate. Actually, I want to get onto the far side over there. Would I stream a Nuzlocke here? I mean, the title of the stream name is PSX Quest. I could still stream on YouTube for things like that. You know, I want to keep this challenge to this place. I gotta start organizing my life and my career. It's getting a little bit into disarray. Also, I don't know, like, on my main channel, I'm just, yeah, I'll be uploading and archiving these streams that I will probably be putting on the challenge accepted thing, or maybe even Mr. Enter extras. But yeah, my life is getting disorganized because, like, on my YouTube, I'm starting so many series. Like, it feels like, I don't know, like I'm just doing too much and spreading myself way too thin. And I have a feeling that sooner or later it's probably going to bite me in the ass. Ah, God. Like, people come to my channels for a specific reason, you know? Thoughts on Terraria? I love Terraria. It is, it's been a while since I played it, but it was the game I got Steam for. Any idea why my channel is stagnating in subs? I've been trying to figure that out for a long time now. Maybe just because it's been a while since I've uploaded an animated atrocity or admirable animation. Different series, Technocracy, Family Film Failures, maybe even a video game series. Like, there's just a lot I want to do. Is this entire game the ice level? Like, could you imagine if this game worked as intended? This would be a joke. Like, I mean, it already is a joke. Alright, let's... There we go. I mean, my god. Stairs. That's the evil thing here, not the time-traveling Jafar. Did you ever play 1-3 or make it to hard mode? I didn't make it to hard mode alone. Yeah, I think there will be another Family Film Failures. I got plenty of ideas for it. There are no Patreon requests available at the moment. They're all filled up, so... I mean, if it was available and you paid me, sure. Although I do have the right to veto things that I truly do not want to review or don't feel comfortable reviewing. And the only reason that I haven't reviewed Food Fight is because it's so overdone. I have no idea what new things I would add to it. Let's get the ammo. You know, jumping and grabbing the bubble shouldn't be difficult, but apparently it is, and it's too high to grab. Let's see. Goddamn hornets, you can't even hurt them. There we go, thank you. What is the sawmill trying to do? Let's see, 2 pieces left. Hopefully they're both here in this sawmill and I don't have to backtrack. That would be annoying. Well, I don't leave many ideas on the cutting room floor because, you know, most ideas are useful to some kind of degree. There are any lower effort, quicker ways to produce them? There's probably, but I don't want to do lower effort steps. I want every single video to be as good as I can make it. Go, 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 go. Get off the thing. We gotta get that heart. There we go. That didn't look at all where that door is supposed to go. Like, I just walked off of the end of a conveyor belt into here. Also, you notice how every single door in this game looks like it's made specifically for kids? Even in places where kids probably shouldn't be. Any hint on the next Family Film Failures? Like, there are several things I could do, several things I want to do. I don't know which one is going to be next. Like Mr. Megorium's Wonder Emporium, Spy Kids 4. Those are 2 of the big ones. Alright, Chronon. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, no 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, you're only shooting 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm not really in contact with the Brony analysis community. It's been a while since I've talked to them. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. You know, this game has, like, multiple different bosses. Like, at the end of the game, you have to fight a boss rush. Like, with a different boss from every single environment. But for some reason, they make you wait till the end of the game to fight them, and you just fight Chronon 6 times. Like, seriously, it's insane. Let's see. Level 3 is the Atlantis level, which is probably the worst in the game. Which is always nice. Game about traveling through time takes you to Atlantis for some reason. That was my favorite time period. Atlantis. Into the basement. See any movies lately? Yeah, I saw Norm of the North too. It was a movie. I guess technically. Oh, thank you. Oh no, the stairs are back. Transcendentalism? I don't know what that is. Ah! No. Jeez. See any good movies? I saw The Shawshank Redemption relatively recently. That was pretty good. And if I want the full experience of the movie again, all I need to do is watch the trailer because it literally spoils the entire film. Okay. Is this supposed to be a reflection? Like, look at this. Like, they clearly put platforms under the water in some sort of weird attempt to make it look like it was a reflection. Also, notice how there's no fish in this room, even though this is, water you're not allowed to go into? Yeah, that's an apt apt description indeed. North of the North 2 is technically 2 movies just glued ass to ass. It took me only a few days to write the script for North of the North 2. Like, it's a terrible movie, but it's one of those movies that's really fun to make fun of. Like, it's not tediously annoying or tediously disgusting like, the Drawn Together movie, for instance. So, it's the kind of movie I like to make fun of. You know, the Tentaclino or even the Rascal style bad. Like, how was the Teen Titans Go movie? You're gonna have to wait for my review on that one. I just hope that my second North of the North movie review is not going to have the trouble that the first one did when it comes to copyright. It was almost bad as the Pixel Pinky shit. Hello. Alright. So this level is stupid for a variety of reasons. Let's see. I don't have the blue key, so we can ignore this direction for right now. I can never remember the fastest way of completing these levels. I really can't. Here's a platform you have to jump across several times. Oh, and hey, they remembered to add the fish this time. How do I feel about the Everything's Offensive video? I mean, if I didn't like it, I probably wouldn't have put it up. Okay, so here's a piece of an hourglass. Hey, did you take my heart? Okay, so now you've got to shoot this statue so you can get the blue pearl. Also, in ancient Atlantis, there's a statue of Rascal taking a piss into a fountain. I don't know why, but there is. I don't know. 7 sequels is probably too much for any franchise. I did it! Let's see. Okay, so this is one of the most annoying levels in the game. No, I haven't seen Alpha and Omega. Okay, because this level does not convey things to you. I have the blue key, I should be able to go through the blue door, but you can't do that. Instead, you gotta put the blue pearl here. That'll open the door. This is the only level in the game that does something like that. I've been marathoning Futurama. Favorite puzzle game, there's a lot. It's usually Zuma's Revenge. Maybe Intelligent Cube. Alright. Fight off the Atlanteans. Also, yeah, this level hides things in the environment, which I don't like at all. You have to, like, break things to get them. This happens once else in the game, and that's about it. What year was this game made? 1998. I think I put that on the title. Are you planning a Futurama video? I might. Like, St. Patrick's Day is coming up, and, what a better time to do a review of Luck of the Friarish. No, I haven't seen any other, ADHD videos. Unless you're talking about the stuff that they put online. Like, the Scientifically Accurate series, which is terrible. You know what the Scientifically Accurate series is about? It's about taking a theme song of a cartoon and trying to make as much dick jokes as possible. Oh, this room. I remember this room. Yeah, pretty much. Like, their Pokemon theme song parody almost gets away with, almost makes no dick jokes, but at the end they just throw one in because arbitrary, I guess. Doug Lawrence, he's a good voice actor. I understand. I don't know him personally, so like I don't really have opinions on many people that I don't know. Oh my god. This room here, it's the worst in the entire game. You have to stand here until the thing goes up. I have no idea why they don't just make it lava or acid or something. It's often just water you can't swim in. Like, some games have selective waters, but this is one of the most. When did you first play this game? I think about 2 years ago now. What is your favorite licensed game? That's a good question. I really like Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for the PC. That's a really good one. Favorite Harry Potter character? I don't know, probably Harry himself. Do you enjoy anything about this game after playing through it the first few times? I like the details. I like the way this game looks, you know, and I like its ideas. It's just it put all of its effort into the wrong areas. Like, this is something many novice creators do. Like, instead of getting the nuts and bolts of, like, their stories or whatever down, they're focusing on all of the little details that don't really matter in the long run. I have not played Kid Icarus Uprising. Come on. Ah, god damn it. Come on, come on. Also, if you die in a slide, you don't die immediately. You die a few seconds later. And if you collect a heart before you actually fully die, you'll respawn with basically just the heart you collected and nothing else. Doing these slide levels fairly is a stupid idea. They never convey what you need to see. Who's the developer of the game Traveler's Tales, I believe? It was either Traveler's Tales or Psygnosis. One of them published the game, one of them made it. No, I have not seen the Aquaman movie. I'm not too much of a superhero movie guy. What? Oh, fucking hell. Did I seriously screw myself here? One of those switches there basically lifts this one up. But I can't get to it. There we... Ah, no. How often will you stream on Twitch? I don't know. Like, right now, I need to get into it. Because my voice can... it's very hard for my voice to hold out for hours on end. Oh yeah, the music track is definitely really good in this game. Alright, I guess we just wait here until the timer runs out. Yeah, I've downloaded the soundtrack. Or is it you get far enough? Okay, yeah, it is based on time. Ah, no! No! I'm going to force myself to game over. There's no way I'm going to make it through the rest of this game with only 2 lives. Or 3 lives, considering this game does give you a 0th life. Which is one of the few things it does right. Alright, so you get a game over. Back to the title screen. Or... this happens, I guess. Well, that's gonna give somebody nightmares. Favorite Coldplay song? Viva La Vida. Top 10 favorite games of all time? I don't know. Okay, one thing that actually annoys me about this game is press what button to move? Like, it's left and right on the D-pad, but what kind of image did they just put there? Alright, to load the game, you have to do this. Go here. Also, look at the buttons. X to quit. Why would you make X to quit? And 7 lives, yay. I really lost just 5 lives in general in that level. Wow. Okay, well, now I know exactly what to do and how to not screw up. Let's do this. This is just an annoying level. Like, beyond. I guess the PS1 D-pad can be kind of confusing. It's intuitive as any other D-pad, though, I guess. Alright. Alright. Into the secret room. Okay, that's bubble. Okay, there's no extra lives in here. Why start with this game again? Starting at the bottom, you know? Gotta work your way up. Although, this is not the worst PS1 game. Like, it is not. Like, I'm telling you right now, Bubsy 3D is infinitely worse. Like, infinitely worse. Alright. Yeah, I am a masochist. When will the next review be out? I don't know exactly. There are 2 reviews currently in editing. I'm probably going to save Bubsy 3D for a milestone, so, like, you guys can suggest what game I play next, but if it's, like, Bubsy 3D, like, I'm not going to do that right away. Favorite editor? You know it's rude to pick favorites, right? Each of them has their own specialty, and I ask them for different jobs for different reasons. God damn it. Okay. There. Not hitting that switch is what fucked me over the first time around. Get the blue thing. I said, get the blue thing. Also, if you walk into an enemy while it spawns, you auto kill it. I don't think it drops a power-up, though. Get the hourglass piece. Hit the red switch. I need to turn off the audio on my laptop. Go in. Forbidden Memories is my favorite playthrough. That's gonna be fun to go again. Why is the review taking so long? Because it's a movie review. Movies take forever to review. Oh yeah, I saw that review. And, like, that review, like, I don't want to call the person out, but, like, that review said things that were, like, objectively, like, beyond objectively wrong. Like, for instance, the guy said that your lives respawn to 3 after every 2 levels, even though he didn't show footage of beyond the first level. And that's not true. Your lives never respawn to 3, ever. And he also repeated the GameSpot or IGN error where he said there were 6 levels. I'm not telling you, like, I don't want to call the guy out. It was just a bad review, and it was years ago. I liked the guy overall. My favorite game reviewer is NitroRad. Plain and simple. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Alright. What do you guys think should be my strategy for getting through the entire list? Should I focus on shorter games first, easier games first, more well-known first, or... I don't know, what do you think? Oh yeah, this is the reason I died so goddamn much. This room. Everything wrong about the game is just localized in this one room. The bad camera, how you move off of platforms just by... Alright, so... Okay, shorter and easier first, so it'll be a while before I start doing the RPG things. Probably also gonna front-load a bunch of licensed games, too. Yes, I do watch extra credits, even though I don't always agree with them. But yeah, like, people are obviously gonna want me to play the SpongeBob game, or games based on shows that I have reviewed. I don't know if I have the patience for front-loading all of the, worst and longest games. Will I play the South Park game on PS1? I will play both of them. Come on, good. Ah, I'm dead. Exoparadigm Gamer, I have never heard of him. Yeah, we're not doing Forbidden Memories within the first 10. Like, I probably won't do a game that's longer than 10 hours in my first 10 games at the very least. Scott the Woz. I only know of him for basically taking over JonTron's subreddit. Like, that's the only thing I know about him. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Up we go. Alright. Oh, hey, the platforms actually stopped moving. Let's see. There we go. You know what the worst part about this level is? It makes you do the worst room in the entire game twice. You legitimately have to do this room twice. The Rising Water room. There is no way around it. Ah, no. Yes, I have thought about making game reviews myself. Right, the top 10 things I'll never review generally doesn't apply to requests. Like, there are probably things that I'm probably not gonna review. I hate this room. I hate this room. When Rascal lands on a platform, he keeps walking, which is, realistic, which is great. Except realism in games is generally a stupid thing that only makes the player's life harder. When I play a game, I expect to, land where I jump. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with Rascal's voice. He sounds like a Muppet. My profile picture for DeviantArt and Twitter, that was Neolfa. The green key. What are some things that I disagree with extra credits on? One thing specifically is that all media is political, which is either wrong or doublespeak. All types of media are political, but not every individual piece of media is political. That's just a stupid idea. And I really disagree with how they're defending like modern day practices like loot boxes, the $60 game, that it should be more expensive, things like that. That is definitely a no. No, Nealpha does not currently work on Growing Around. He's doing his own thing. I have no idea what he's doing, but it's certainly his own thing. They said that all media was political in their Politics in Games episode. So I'm not taking them out of context. They just said that all media is political, which is wrong. And I hate that people think that. Oh yeah, I definitely like the extra history series. Hello, Dr. Z. Oh yeah, this level requires you to get 4 pieces of a thing. Yeah, 2 levels in the game are completely submerged because that's always fun. I didn't like it when Tomb Raider did it, and I don't like it when Rascal does it. Favorite NC episode prior to the controversy? It's been so long. I don't remember. I don't know what came out before or after at this point. Okay, the green one opens. What's in the green one? Nothing is in the green one. Great. Ah! Stupid manta ray! God damn it. I need the air. Give me the air. Jeez. Here's a question we should get right off the bat. Which game should I save for absolute last? Like, which should be the last game in this thing? Things that I won't review even with a paid request. Generally web animations and anything that is NC-17, rated X, or anything in that ballpark. If it's gonna get me, like, demonetized, it's probably a no-go. Well, Yeah, the last one probably should be a good game, but it's got to be a specific game. Nah, I don't think Spyro 3 should be last. Final Fantasy 7. My favorite PS1 game? That's going to be a tricky one, because I don't think I've experienced enough of the library to truly know which one is my absolute favorite. Like, there are over 1,000 games I have not played. Yellow. Ah, what the hell? Where's she going? Do you have an experienced animator on your Growing Around team? Yes I do. Oh, not Tarzan. LSD Dream Emulator is a Japanese exclusive. I'm not doing Japanese exclusive games. Because I can't speak Japanese. Like, I might do the PAL ones, but right now it's just NTSC. Blue. The last one is just an air bubble, okay. Yeah, so there's going to be no LSD Dream Emulator, no Pepsi Man. The last game ever released on the PS1 in America. What was the last one? I think it came out in like 2005 or something. Vlog Bros. My opinions are complex. They've done a lot of things. Some of them I like, some of them not so much. Okay, does this door look green to you, or does it look yellow? Because the yellow thing opens it up. Yeah, we probably don't want to end on FIFA Football 2005. Yeah, the sports ones are going to be annoying. Let's see. Yep. Santa Claus saves the Earth. Well, it's the best idea we've heard so far. Sports. I don't know if there is enough sports games to do it 1 every 10 games. I don't know if I'd want to do it 1 every 10 games. Maybe, like... Well, maybe I would. Do fishing games and billiards game count as sports games? How would they seek appeal? Good question. I have no idea. I'll have to focus on figuring that out. All right. I mean, yeah, if billiards games, fishing games, and it's not just football and soccer, then maybe I'll do a sports game every 10 games. Because I actually do like billiards, and fishing games I can tolerate. Oh, where's the blue oyster thing? God. There it is. Oh yeah, skateboarding games. I usually classify them as like their own genre, but yeah, skateboarding is also a sport. Hey, billiards is definitely one of those things that's on the line. It's not like a board game like chess or anything, but it's not as active as football or soccer. But billiards games, if they're not just classified as billiards games, they're usually classified as a sport. Extra life, yes, thank you. I mean, there's 4 Pro Skater games, and the 4th one is just an inferior port of next generation billiards. Billiards. Let me This is not a ceiling. Oh, look. When you can dive into the water, now it's green. I have an entire team, like all of the artists and everybody else involved is allowed to contribute ideas to the writing process. Well, I mean, the PS4 was just one of the longest running games of all, or the PS2 was the best-selling console of all time. I think the DS passed it, but that's it. It's been a while since I played any of the compilation series. Candied/dessert? That's a good question. I have a very big sweet tooth. Starburst was always my favorite as a kid. Not entirely sure now. I really like Taffies, though. Just Taffies in general. Grave of the Fireflies is a beautiful movie that I never want to watch again. There's a hole up there that I can't get to. Favorite soda, Mountain Dew. Also, the telescope is backwards. Oh, yeah. For some reason, there's just... Favorite aspect of this level? The extra environments, the extra detail put into the environment. Okay, where the fuck is the fourth thing? Thoughts on people only watching live streams to ask questions? As long as the viewership helps. I heard that it's difficult to get monetization on Twitch. Rosansky is Polish. I have very Polish heritage. Ah, come on. Where the hell is it? What other cartoons got games? You name a cartoon that came out in the time, it probably has a game on the PlayStation. Nobody owes me reparations for anything. Which is a good thing, because, like, everybody invaded Poland. Ah! Oh yeah, the X-Files. Well, like... Dexter's Lab has a PS1 game. Animaniacs has a bowling game. Where the fuck do I go? Teen Titans would have, if it, I believe it has a game, but that point, it would have been on PS2 and those systems. Like Samurai Jack, Codename Conquistador, those are in the generation after this. My first video game, the first video game that I owned was Spyro the Dragon. Where is it? The fourth piece of the... I think Powerpuff Girls has a game on the PlayStation. Pretty sure it does. It has games on N64, so I don't see why they wouldn't. Yeah, well, I mean, I have heritage from several of those countries that also invaded Poland, so... Like, if you look if you type list of every PS1 game on Google, or on YouTube, you'll find a video that goes through all of them. It's a 3-hour long video, but yeah. Where the hell is it? Okay, now I'm getting concerned. Where haven't I looked? New live-action Titans series. The trailer is hilarious. It's probably going to be the best comedy ever made. It's probably going to be funnier than Teen Titans Go. I've looked everywhere. I can't find the final piece of the sliding puzzle. The map, there's no information in each of the areas. It just shows you all the different rooms, and I've been in every single room. Except the one I can't go through. Wait a minute. Let's see here. What's wrong with the kid? I don't know. Pretty sure the professor put him through some sort of experiments. Alright, select brings up the map. So, there is that one door that I quote-unquote haven't tried. That's just where there's a hole in the wall that I can't get to. Yeah, it's definitely an experiment. How much taunting could a kid take before he goes on a homicidal rampage? If Atlanteans live here, why is there naval mines everywhere? Yes, I saw Cat Icarus's review of the game. Although, like most of the reviews that I've seen, it seems like he didn't get very far. Like that's the biggest problem with most reviews that I've seen of this game and other bad games too as well. They just tend to stick to level 1. Like, that shows you everything that's wrong with it. Where is it? My God. Let's see. Oh yeah, Through Noob's review is probably the second best. Nitro Red actually, beat the game. Which... which is usually a requirement for me. I mean, like, if it's someone like the angry video game nerd who's not meant to give critical opinions on a game, that's alright if they don't complete the game. Why don't you criticize conservative media much? Because, like, there really isn't much in terms of mainstream media. I mean, on the internet, there are plenty of crazy conservative people. Plenty. Yeah, it would be wise to calm down on the politics. Are you going to watch Titans? No, I'm... I really just want the Teen Titans franchise to give it a rest. My heart has been broken too many times. I feel like I've been stuck in this exact situation before, but... Yeah, the map is telling me that you can go in there, but that's not what you do. I prefer to be called John. Okay, what am I missing? I've looked everywhere. Twice. If they could bring back the show in all its glory before how it ended, that would be great. But I don't trust them. Yeah, I'm probably definitely going to be playing a good game after this one. And Rascal dead. But right now, we have to get through this. And I can't get through this if I can't find the final piece of the stupid door. No, not more the chicken. God. I'd probably go for Spyro before Crash. But funny you should mention Dark Souls, because there's a precursor to Dark Souls on the PlayStation, the Kingsfield games. We need to get in there, but we can't open the thing without the thing. I don't get it. Where the hell is it? It's not here. It's not here. Oh, Rascal's almost drowning. I watch House sometimes. It's not something I go back to often because there's no new episodes. Let's see. And my laptop is turning off. Great. I am lost. I don't trust whoever owns the Teen Titans series to properly take care of it. It's funny, because in my last playthrough, I also got lost in an underwater level. The other one. I mean, these aren't the worst ideas in the world to see a level completely submerged. I don't think, like, most games, like porn games, typically aren't licensed. I think there might be AO games on the PlayStation, but they're probably more for violence and not for nudity. Like, I mean, this console was just starting with the sex appeal. I do not do unrated things on for requests. Like, if you ask me to do something that hasn't been rated, then I probably will give you a no. Go. Best person to be the new CEO of YouTube? Probably anybody who's not Susan Wojcicki. Move the statue! Not that way! I don't know, maybe PewDiePie should be the CEO of YouTube. I got the oxygen and I died. I do not play visual novels usually. Good God. Moving this stupid... There we go. It's probably not even important, yeah. It's just an air bubble. Dragon's Lair is going to be on the PlayStation, so if I haven't played it yet, I will have to. Have you guys seen it? Like, I'm just looking for this thing, but it's nowhere. Like, I'm looking for, basically, it looks like a piece of a sliding block puzzle. There are 4 of them hidden in this level somewhere. But I can't find it. Like, anywhere. Haven't seen BoJack Season 5. Alright. Quit. Yes. I'm going to use the bathroom, and then we're going to try this again from the beginning, and maybe that'll help me. That's usually what I do when I get stuck on a level. Alright. I see you. Good God, the loading times are annoying. Which is weird considering this is an ISO on my computer. Load. 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 Yes, I want to confirm loading. Favorite Don Bluth film? I don't know. It's hard to pick from his greats. I used to say it was All Dogs Go to Heaven, but I watched it, and in my opinion, it doesn't really hold up very well. Okay, let's start going this way. Alright, so this time we get to pay attention to our environment completely. And not run into naval mines. One piece of an hourglass. And maybe I'll be able to point out what I'm looking for. These things right here. You see them? They look like this. There are 4 of them hidden in the stage, and we need to find them in order to basically beat the level. This is the only level in the game that does this. We found one of them. I'm going to have to pay special attention. And keep my own count because it doesn't. I do not own a car. Nope. The grocery store isn't too far from my house. It's basically in walking distance. Also, I have... There you are, you... That's where it was. Alright, here's a fun question. How many hours do you think this is going to take total? Because I'm keeping track of them this time. I'm just one guy. I don't eat a lot. Actually, for most of my groceries, I order them online through Amazon Pantry. They ship them straight to your door. Hashtag not sponsored. Three hours. Yeah, considering I can beat over 1,000 games in 1 hour, considering we're almost 2 hours into this one. Silent Hill is in Maine. I'm not talking about just this game, I'm talking about all the PS1 games. How long do you think that's going to take? 20 minutes, that's a little short. Like, that archive video... I hate this part. Not that it matters, considering I hate every part. Yeah, it's snowed in my state. There's snow outside. I I think 2,500 hours is probably too low, considering, you know, like, there are several RPGs, and that would be about 2 hours per game. That's probably not happening. Also need to get the red one. Probably not. Shawshank Redemption, best film of all time. It's not my favorite, but it's definitely really, really good. Just don't watch the trailer before you watch it. Like, I mean, the trailer spoils literally the entire movie. Like, if you've never seen it, it's supposed to be a twist that Andy finally gets out of the prison, but the trailer basically shows it like it's a prison escape movie, and it's not at all. My favorite film is probably still Big Fish. I generally do not watch movies in theaters now. Although I really like to, I just don't have the means to get to them. Oh yeah, The Truman Show. That's right. That's my favorite movie. How did I forget what my favorite movie was? Big Fish is number 2, though. Give me the thing. Could you take a bus or a bike? Theater is too far for bike. And buses, I'm not comfortable going on. Did you ever read the Iliad and the Odyssey? I had to read the Odyssey in school. Over. Yeah, let's stop talking about transportation. That conversation can go on for quite a while, I think. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Okay, if I ever decide to play this game again, because I'm insane, I'll have to remember that the piece is in the basement. Yes, I did read The Great Gatsby in school as well. That one's not so good. Would you ever start reviewing live-action TV shows? Probably not. What was your favorite class in school? It often depended on the teacher. Like, a good teacher can really make a subject, and a bad teacher could kill even my favorite subjects. Hello, you. I don't know. Yeah, apparently they're minions of Chronon or some shit. Oh, there's the 4th piece of the thing. Alright, now we got everything we need and we can beat this level. Just 2 worlds to go. And luckily for us, or for me, or whoever, the pirate level is the easiest. Okay, what did that do? Yeah, I'm not good at impromptu analysis. Actually, I don't know if that's true if you've seen me play through Ocarina of Time. How did you overcome the fear of being on camera? I don't know. Like, most books that are required reading are, like, not good. Like, if you want a plot synopsis for like 90% of them, they're about random people doing nothing. Alright, that just leads to a heart, I think. The Great Gatsby? Stupid. It's about rich people being assholes. I haven't really read his books. Like, I'm not the biggest avid reader. Okay, I thought for sure this run would... no, I do not watch Amanda Hagan's work. Oh, I know what opened. Thoughts on Coco? I really like the film. It's not my favorite Pixar film, but it's a good film. Most underrated game soundtrack. That's a tough one. It's been a while since I've watched The Hero of Tomorrow. It opened up... Yeah, it opened up this. Because The Truman Show is like... It doesn't... Like, it seems to be like the perfect movie in my opinion. Yeah, this is the way it was intended to be. Just slingshot your way over the goddamn wall. And spend the entire area on the ceiling. How are you so good when you're referencing... talking about literature? That's a good question, isn't it? I mean, I used to be a more avid reader in the past. Like, I don't know if I could just give an in-depth analysis on the movie right now. But I guess I like how it's a philosophical analysis of what it really means to be important, about what it really means to be watched and cared about. It's something that most people desire. And the movie takes that internal desire and ramps it up to an extreme. Favorite cartoon reviewer or something I'm not gonna answer. Alright. Oh yeah, Chronon in the ocean. Oh yeah, this is the hardest fight with Chronon in the game. That's right, forgot. Because these sundials are just so hard to dodge. God damn it. Can't see anything. The reason the sundials are his worst attack is because they're layered strangely. And it can be hard to see if you're in the correct course, considering they're just 2D sprites and not 3D models like everything else in the game. Coco tackles death fairly well. If this boss was in Castlevania, I'm sure it would be, you know, good. At least the music's really good here. The surprise villain is probably the weakest part about Coco. You just can't make it work anymore. I don't think I'll ever see a surprise villain that I like, ever. From now on, Disney just ruined the entire concept. Go, 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 go. Go, 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 go. I'll have to make a list of my favorite child characters. Sorry if I'm not talking right now. This is a part where I at least do have to concentrate just a bit. I keep missing my shots. God damn it. There we go. Haven't seen Incredibles 2 yet. It's too new. I haven't watched Hilda yet either. Like, it's very hard for me to get a hold of new shows because I'm still watching like everything in backlog and stuff. You know, for like the Patreon reviews, I have to watch Teen Titans and Madoka Magica. Die already! Jesus. There we go! Took long enough. Every life is precious, and I'm losing too many of them. I don't know if I'll be able to do that by a dance pad. I don't know if I could plug that into an emulator. Save, overwrite, confirm, thank you. Pirate level, let's go. The pirate level is the worst level in the game because it's a level that starts actively trying to make you nauseous. Is go. Yeah, this is a great idea. Like, I may have to take another break after this level because, Rascal, this particular level, like, if I spend enough time here, it legitimately makes me seasick. Like, I'm not even exaggerating or joking. It's also got the worst track in the game. It's just too generic. I've been on a boat before. Yeah, I have been on sea, but I always take sea sickness pills before I do. And even then, I'm never comfortable on a boat. I don't think I've ever been comfortable on a boat. So this level has these TNT barrels that look like just generic normal sprites from far away, but as you get close to them, they explode. Now while here, I'm probably going to have to do something that gets me lives and health and stuff. Please don't ask about, like, where I am or how things are near where I am. I have a few 3DS games, most of the Zeldas for it. Some other big titles like Animal Crossing. There was Fantasy Life, which disappointed me. I was expecting it to be a lot more open and free than it was. It was just too linear and story-driven for my liking. Die, thank you. No, I've never fought a giant crab in real life. Notice how this room's like a carbon copy of the last one I was just in. Ah! God damn it! Die, you stupid bird! Total Dramarama, like, of all the shows to do it, I have no idea how. I mean, like, why that show? Like, what's so special about it that people like? And it's not the worst thing ever, and I'm glad something finally took care of Teen Titans Go, but Total Dramarama? Why? Ah, crabs. This is not good. I like Gumball. I don't know what gave you the impression that I didn't. Oh my god, this is just not good. Oh, I said that I hoped it would end because it's gone on long enough, you know? Like, I want these shows to end before they sour like Family Guy did. Not every show can have a SpongeBob resurgence, and no, I cannot whistle at all. Oh, come on. Okay, the best shows of all time have to end at some point. Favorite Family Guy song? I don't know. I don't like thinking about Family Guy much anymore. Okay, did I come in this room through the yellow door, or... Ah, no. Okay, why do some of the TNT barrels not explode? I want to revisit a lot of my old reviews, but that's not good for YouTube analytics. Okay, I am going the wrong way. Good to know. Seriously, whose idea was this? To make the level do this? Why would you want to do that? Family Guy, and then there were fewer. It's a good episode. I also need the red key, don't I? These crabs can't be hurt, can they? Where... There's the red key. Yay. Yeah, if you do suffer from motion sickness yourself, I would expect you to, I would ask you to just look away during this level. Like, I very often, or I do not get motion sickness from video games very often, but no, this level, Doom Patrol, I don't know what that is. Luckily, this is the only level in the game that does this specific piece, this specific thing. Now we're up on deck. The Skipper episode about Ed and Eddie, yeah, it's a bad one. I agree with most people. It's not my least favorite episode of Ed and Eddie, but if I made a top 10 worst list, it would probably be on there. I've been wanting to make top and bottom 10 lists of various shows for quite a while now. Ah! Oh, no. Oh, this is bad. Ah. Like, I'm not very familiar with Teen Titans lore. Like, I'm probably one of those people who the original Teen Titans fans would be complaining about back in the early 2000s when the original show came out. Actually, I gotta stop saying original show because there was another Teen Titans show in the 60s, I believe. I don't know if Putting Your Hoop Down is still the worst. There are many episodes I haven't seen. I mean, Fame and Misfortune was pretty bad. Kind of nowadays on a more intellectual level, I hate Dragon Quest more. Kramer v. Kramer. It was a good movie. I don't remember it too well, but I liked it. Where the hell is it? Where the fuck is that final piece? Oh, we're really gonna be doing it in this level. This is the level where I have to go looking for that final goddamn piece. No, I haven't watched Adaptation. I think One Course Meal is probably worse than Pet Sitter Pat. Like, I go back and forth on those. They're each the worst for different reasons. It's gonna be one of those fucking crabs that's holding the piece of the hourglass. Oh good, you can kill the crabs. Nice to know. Yeah, the crab had it. Great. Glad you're having fun. Seriously, this game's soundtrack is one of its few saving graces, but this is just the most cliche thing imaginable. You had it coming. I liked Ed, Edd n Eddy a lot. It was one of the shows that I imitated a lot. Spouting out Ed's non sequiturs whenever I thought I was being funny. I gotta fill up my water and get my bearings now that we're not on the high seas. That was just awful. All right. Okay. Let's keep going. I don't want to think about time travel right now. I really don't. Because we got another underwater level to go. Yeah. And this is the key I couldn't find last time. What's in here? This one I think is much better than the first one. First water level and the first pirate level, considering this one isn't trying to make me nauseous. I don't have any streaming services except Amazon Prime, I guess. That counts. Let me in. Thank you. Yeah, he's 16. Oh, I ran out of air. I didn't even notice. I have never gotten depressed on an MLP episode, no. Is that an extra life? I need that. Thank you. Is there anything else in here? Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, this goes. Do-do-do-do. Goddamn naval mines. Are you still making a video game? Not at the moment. My worst experience ever is probably that time when I stayed awake for 3 days straight because every time I tried to fall asleep, I was having panic attacks. That was pretty bad. Yeah, the mines could blow up and then it would just end this experience. But they don't. Oh, hey. So this. Stupid jellyfish. Alright. I mean, these levels aren't very big. I mean, and there's not many alternate paths. I don't know how it's just so hard for me to find things. Oh yeah, the lighting effects are good. I don't know what cultivation theory is. We in the right room? No, we're not in the right room. God damn it. Alright, now we want to go up. Go up. I don't think there are long-term effects of television, unless we're all secretly dying of eye cancer or something. I spend most of my life staring at some sort of screen. Sigmund Freud, I'm pretty sure most of his theories have been discredited. Now, psychological effects. I don't think there are that many psychological effects to just media in general. Yeah, I've been meaning to actually do that, make a journal about politics. It's just I'm trying to figure out a good topic. They are either too small or too big. Like, just dumping all of my political beliefs at once, that's a lot more space than it takes a lot more space than I got. Is this just a dead end, or... No, I know what this is. Okay. Ah, alright. I'm not an expert of psychological history. Through the blue door. Through the door. FLCL. I'm not entirely sure what that is. Sounds familiar, though. Ah, there it is, the final piece of the hourglass. Come on, where the hell is it? Where is it? Where's the door? Would you ever create a public Discord server? I don't think I could take that, I don't think I have the attention it requires. Like, it can be difficult enough just maintaining my private server. I did not see the Family Guy with Donald Trump. I don't really watch new Family Guy episodes. It's a show I don't like, so it's a show I don't watch. I have long since given up hope that Family Guy will ever be anything tolerable. Go in the door. Normally I'm a lot better at dodging the mines. I don't know how often I'll stream. I'm kind of expecting it to be an every weekend day kind of thing, because most of my creative team is busy during the weekends. Some of them work part-time jobs and such. So basically I need something to do on the weekends. Which is weird. It's kind of the opposite of how other people are. Alright. Time to take care of Chronon yet again. Oh, is there a heart here? Yes, there is. Fire. Fun. Ah! It looks cool. How does he look cool? How would that not be cool? It looks like you put Jafar's head on top of a grandfather clock. Two, three, four, five. Yeah, I've seen a grandfather clock in real life. My grandparents actually own one. Two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. One, two, three, four, five. Ah, miscounted. One, two, three, four, five. Okay. Yay! Only one world to go. Time Wizard. Every time you say Time Wizard, it keeps making me think of Yu-Gi-Oh! Save, overwrite, confirm. Alright, let's do this. Someone made a Mr. Enter fan game? Maybe. Like I said, this channel is just for the PSX Quest stuff. Oh yeah, this music is terrible too. Like, it feels like I'm playing the Oregon Trail. Like, in the most not positive way I can say it. It feels like they made this game in the early or the late 80s with this soundtrack. Alright. But yeah. Let's see. We got a root beer tapper here. Just not even trying to hurt you, but you have to kill him to get the key. Also, this level also hides shit in the environment. Indeed, it is bad for business. Alright, to the stables. Pretty much. Yeah, this level, this area, you can't turn the camera, even though you need to see. Or you just jump over everything. So considering we're at the very tail end of the game, have you guys come up with any ideas of the what's the next to play? What's in here? Oh yeah, this is the exit. I made a stream on my main channel talking about that a lot. So you can check that out. No more the chicken, no Rascal 2. I'm gonna play a good game after this. Gex 2? Alright. I could do Gex 2. Ah, goddammit. I love how it doesn't hit me before it... Or, I love how it hits me before the box even sinks in. No, I do not have to play the originals before the sequels. There are plenty of times that I'm not going to... I'm going to save the originals for last, even. I think it's been so long since I started reviewing. It's hard to remember exactly who influenced me or who I found before I started reviewing. Yay! Minecarts. This is how minecarts work. Alright, but it looks like we're doing Gex 2 next. Of the Gex trilogy, I'm definitely saving the original Gex for last, because it's the only one that doesn't have a save feature. Even though Gex on the 3DO had a save feature. God damn it. Yeah. I will say one thing about this area. This area actually looks like it's one of the few areas that belongs in like a real video game. Even though I think the water here also kills you. Yep, water down here kills you. Even though there's like, it's barely ankle deep and there's nothing swimming in it. Oh my. No, 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 no. Phew, that was close. God damn it. Oh, yay. Okay, apparently in this one area you take fall damage, but nowhere else in the entire game do you take fall damage. Anywhere. I don't understand it. The red key. Yay. Ah. Oh, this is awesome. I love how the fish are swimming, like, underneath, like, underneath the floor, under the water. Yeah, we're not waiting around this time. Two lives left. That's worrying. Speedrun. Is there any problems to living forever? No. Not really. Bank. Oh, hallelujah. That's annoying. It has speed runners. I mean, like, every game ever has had somebody speedrunning it. You know, not to be sad, but there's a chance that you're going to outlive your loved ones in real life without immortality. Like, anyway. Let's see. Alright, this is definitely a cool idea, you know, after you have to mercilessly kill just a normal studio hand. So, looks like the level you were just at, but now it's a studio set because you're in Hollywood. I'm pretty sure that's not how you hold a clapperboard. Come on, die! Thank you. This is the last full level. After this, you beat the boss, and then you do a boss rush. Ah, dinosaur! I will give it this. The game saved the best level for last. Which honestly probably isn't wise. You should really do... The first level should probably be one of your best. At the very least, it should be the second best level. These buildings with glowing icons on them. Come on, dinosaur. Yeah, there ain't nothing in this game you can't kill. What makes Castle in the Sky a good movie? It's just beautiful. I love the lore and the world about it. Okay. 3. We need the blue key for 3. I think we've already decided on what's next. Gex 2. The red key. 4, 5. Doop-de-doop-de-doop. Okay. An invisible door. Nice. Into room 6. I have the key. Let me in. Yay. Skyrim on the PS1. I'm honestly surprised there's not a port of it by now. Giant spider. Giant spider. There's pretty much issues with everything that YouTube does. Well, I mean, they put Halo on the Atari 2600. I don't see why they can't do that. Put Skyrim on the NES. Let's see. 7 is pointless, right? I'm not much for podcasts. There might be some I go on, but it's not really a thing that I like doing. It was 3. Studio 3. Look at that whirlpool graphic. What is this? Like a JPEG of a tornado? I'm seriously curious. Why does it take so long for these platforms to appear? No extra lives or anything there? Okay. Alright. Did it. Oh yeah, these guys have guns. I thought this was a movie set. What the fuck? Kill him, kill him, kill him. Great, now all I need to do is not get hit. I'm still missing a piece of an hourglass, though, and that worries me. Alright, the final piece of the final hourglass. Where could that be? Not here. Wait, did I leave a heart here? There's a PS1 game where... maybe. There's over 1,000 PS1 games. I'm sure one of them has exactly what you're looking for. That reminds me, there are light gun games on the PlayStation. I have no idea how I'm going to do those. Manga seems interesting. Rather not talk about podcasts. At the very least, while I look around for what I missed, I can collect some health. Maybe if I could control them with a mouse, it's not the same. Six, seven. Maybe it is in here and I just... Danger, Will Robinson! Danger! Danger! Yeah, there's never anything in this one. This is always empty. Oh, there it is. We got it. Last piece of the last hourglass. Oh, thank you. I have 3 lives to take out a bunch of bosses, which is perfect. Save. Alright, confirm. There's no health in here. Fire. 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, yes, the hourglasses, or the sundials. I don't play many rhythm games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Three, 4, 5. Why would you give him a different arena if it's the same fight every single time? Ay, ay, ay. I am so dead. Three, 4, 5. The only one you can really count off is the hourglasses, apparently. Don't know any particular manga. Forever Young is better. Like, during boss battles, I'm not going to be able to do much talking. Even shit ones. Well, that's the thing. There are new assets here. Like, the game does have assets for other boss fights. It will probably. I could probably do this under 3 hours. It would be under 3 hours if I didn't get lost a bunch of times. There really is only about 1 hour of gameplay here. I don't pay attention to what movies are coming out. Four, five. Come on, come on. Two, three, four, five. That didn't hit him? What? Come on. Two, three, four, five. There we go. Two, three, four, five. Teen Titans Go is pretty overrated. Family Guy's pretty overrated. Two, three, four, five. It's overrated in that aspect, though. Come on. How did I miscount? Every hit point is important right now. Two, three, four, five. Two, three, four, five. Hallelujah. One final bathroom break and then we can take on the final battle. Just gotta get the key. Yay. Alright, let's save the game. 2 lives left, or a life and a third. I think I can do this. Save, confirm. Let's do this. I mean, yeah, it's overrated and overhated. Sarah reminds me of the Resident Evil mansion for some reason. Yeah, this right here, this is the real final boss. This fucking stairs. This is Rascal's house. Why would you put this here? Why can't you just put the fucking thing on the ground? Let's do this. Let's do this. I mean, everybody naturally gets sleep paralysis unless they're sleepwalkers. So this is stupid. You have to beat 5 separate bosses. So here's what you do. You get behind pillars and they don't attack you. Or they barely attack you. Okay, why the fuck? I'm fighting the Atlantis boss. Why is it playing the saloon music? Jump off. I'd rather not do that, no. Who are we fighting? Where? Like, why weren't we fighting these guys instead of, Chronon? Yeah, I mean, all these boss battles are basically the same, but still. Yeah, like, it would have made so much sense to make these guys the bosses you fight throughout the entire game. I mean, technically, some of these guys you did fight, like this guy. Thank you. One life down. One to go. Ah, no. I only have 1 life left. God damn it. Hope to God they fill up my health before I fight the final boss. Not that I really need it. You could fight him without getting hit, but I'd like as much leeway as possible. Oh, now you have to fight the dragon. Oh, come on. What the hell? Ah, jeez. There we go. Oh, nope, they didn't have the courtesy to refill my health bar. Three, 4, 5. Oh no. One, two, three, four. Keep running. Keep running. For the final boss, for some reason, you can't wait till after the hourglasses. You have to wait until after the sundials. Keeps feeling like I could fall off the edge. God damn you, Rascal. God damn you. I hate this game. I hate this game. I hope you know that. Alright, it's not the worst thing in the world. I can still... Load, confirm. Also, you can't go into other worlds to get more life, because if you do that, you just fight the bosses of those worlds again. Favorite video I've made is probably the Korra one. Alright. Let's do this. No fucking around anymore. Just stay behind them. What the hell? Yeah, there's definitely still some issues with the Patreon requests. I don't want to go into that right now, though. Let's see. This is doing something, I think. I think it's working. It worked! Okay. Look, if this game isn't going to play fair, I'm not going to play fair either. Those be the rules. Right now, 0. Keep moving backwards, keep moving backwards. Remind me to go after this guy first next time. Jesus. I have 0 lives. And I'm probably gonna get another game over. I have no idea. Like, I don't even know if I'm gonna reinstate this. It just... It ended up a problem. Alright, you want to see me jump off? I'm gonna jump off. Yay. Why does it take so long to load? Load, confirm. I feel like one of these times I'm accidentally gonna press the square button to save and accidentally do that. Boss rushes are the most, like, if I have a hated trope, like a most hated trope, boss rushes are definitely up there. Like, there's a lot of things I could say I've never experienced a good one. I've never experienced a boss rush that hasn't pissed me off. Okay, which one is the saloon guy? Gotta take care of him first. Oh, the toilet level of Parappa 5, because of the wonky hit detection, that pissed me off too. Ending of Undertale wasn't a boss rush. You didn't have to fight every single boss you faced. Why is this here? Oh, that's not really a boss fight, or a boss rush. You don't have to fight all of them. Am I even hitting this thing? Yes, okay. some reason, if the bosses aren't on camera, they don't do their ranged attack. They don't... Like, they don't see you. Like, the dragon's right in front of me. The only one this doesn't apply to is the cowboy guy. Why do bubbles hurt them? Because this is Rascal. It's just stupid. Okay, this guy moves a little bit fast for the trick to be very effective. Oh, there's one more. Favorite Pokemon is Whimsicott. Get him off camera, get him off camera. Oh no, get him off camera. I said get him off camera. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. There we go. Two, three, four, five. Two, three, four, five. Two, three, four. Two, three, four, five. I can't get hit. Yeah, this is the final boss. 2, 3, 4. Oh, come on. Alright, I think I got it now. Damn it! There's just so many whys. Why is there a boss rush here? Why can't you go into previous areas to get extra lives? Why does running out of lives boot you to the title screen? Why? Not telling you about my high school experience, no. Load. Confirm. Thank you. At the very least. Yeah, I know that I gotta stay far away. At the very least, when I load, it should start me with 3 lives. I beat all the other bosses on 1 life left. This time I just gotta not run off the edge. No, there's nothing hidden in the house as far as I'm aware. And if you go into any of the other levels, all it does is make you fight Chronon again. What the hell? Did I just jump through the portal? What is wrong with this game? Okay. Yeah, that happens when you load. You start a new game with 3 lives, and when you load, you just lose 2 of them. Or when you load back to how many you already had. I didn't do preschool. I'm not talking about school experience today. If I could just not die fighting these guys, I would be able to fight Chronon with full health. Alright, gotta get him off camera. Get him off camera. PETA is stupid. I don't like I don't think you should get angry at PETA because that's the only reason why they still exist, because people just get angry at them. That's the only reason they're relevant at all. Go. Got it. It seems like even when you're up against the wall, the game doesn't even detect if the boss is dead or not. Get to the wall, get to the wall. I don't like diet sodas. That's a hard competition, PETA versus Autism 6. They're both awful. Die, dragon. Regular Dr. Pepper's pretty good. Yeah, I hear that diet soda is actually worse for you than regular soda. Oh, thank you. Why does the dragon have so much health? It's supposed to be the boss of the first world. Probably not going to do it on this life. The reason why it's so hard to be far away from Chronon is because look at how easy it is to fall off. I'm coming so close to the edge already. Everything about these hourglasses is stupid. Because they're 2D sprites, they're layered incorrectly. It's a crapshoot if they'll actually hit me or not. How did the flame hit me? We're almost there. Come on. We did it! We did it! Yeah, this is probably going to take over the 1001 video games, and yes, if they do overlap, I'm probably going to play them twice. Score. 1. Oh, stop the timer. Stop the timer. Okay. So far... this took me 3 hours, 37 minutes, and 37 seconds. 37. Would you look at that, though? That's a lucky number. 3, 33, 37. Lots of 3s and a 7. One down. A lot to go. But after Rascal, it should be a while before we deal with something like this again. Just gotta wait for the credits to be over. And we're done. Well, I mean, like... some of the... I don't know. I can only do one of these Uber challenges at a time. And this one, I think, is going to be... I don't want to say easier, but it's more feasible, I think, for me. And that was Rascal. Thank you all for joining me. Next game is Gex 2, and we'll have some fun doing that. It boosts you right back to the title screen like you got a game over anyway. Alright. Stop streaming.